Employed by Mandalorian Studio. No longer. Actress Gina Carano. Social media post. Lucasfilm calls abhorrent. Oh boy, what'd she do? She made a post on Twitter comparing the current political climate that we got right now to that of Germany and WW the sequel. Wait, crossed my mind something has. Pedro's Twitter account. Disney, you hypocritical In the wake of Gina Carano's social media post, Lucasfilm has released a statement Wednesday night with a spokesperson saying Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm and there are no plans for her to be in the future. Nevertheless, her social media posts degenerating people based on their cultural and religious identities are abhorrent and unacceptable. Carano played bounty hunter Cara Dune on the first 2 seasons of Lucasfilm and Disney's The Mandalorian, and it looked like we'd be seeing more of her. It appears not. Good night, Miss Dune. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Now back, I must go to dating Rose Tico. The thing is, I don't disagree with what she's trying to say, but rather how she said it. Hollywood, who's full of Jewish people, tend to not enjoy anybody making comparisons to that event. The climate right now is very divided, but I would not say it's that bad yet as she describes. I can't deny that she is definitely getting treated unfairly, though, based on what Pedro has also made on his Twitter account, and she should sue. Imagine, if you will, posting boomer memes from Facebook and enraging Twitter to the point where they desire your eternal damnation. Yeah, Raylos and people who only watch Star Wars for Baby Yoda have gang stalked and mobbed on Twitter for a year at this point for Gina's head, and like you said, what she's posted isn't any different than 90% of what boomers post on Facebook all day long. Except Gina's going to lose her job, and possibly lose most, if not all, of her future acting roles. Never work in this town again, you will. Yeah, rather extreme punishment for what she's done, and I don't agree with that. Extreme and harsh, like the Empire themselves. You see, now you're doing it too. You can't just make comparisons like that because you got treated like crap by everybody at your job. I've had jobs that were absolute hellholes where everybody hated me, my coworkers, my bosses, and the customers, but you find someplace better, then you quit. And if you got to, report them and sue them. Now shove it up your green hams, you gobbling little bit. Carano previously stirred up the dust on social media with comments about mask wearing and fraud. In November, she made fun of those using preferred pronouns on social media by listing beep, bop, boop in her Twitter bio. She later walked back that, saying, Mandalorian star Pedro Pascal helped me understand why people were putting them in their bios. I didn't know before, but now I do. And I won't be putting them in my bio, but good for all of you who choose to do so. Much as it does not take to rile up Twitter these days, adding R2D2 noises into your Twitter bio is more than enough. I don't even know what's happening anymore. 10 years ago, what Gina's been doing wouldn't even be an issue at all. It would have just been, celebrity with quirky humor says dumb stuff on Twitter. I mean, celebrities back then used to get away with just way more. Lindsay Lohan and Paris Hilton made a career out of causing trouble, but they were so popular they just kept getting work. Now, posting some memes can get your career destroyed. For the worse, things have changed. The rebellion is at hand, and heed to call, the rebels must. There you go again with the stupid crap. This isn't that extreme, you macro midget. People gotta understand that corporations using Twitter as customer feedback isn't sustainable if they want to stay in business. Get woke, go broke is very much real. Doctor Who, a franchise that's been doing perfectly fine for half a century, took a nosedive when they went woke, and now it's close to being canceled. Let things take its course, and eventually, it'll self-correct. Rotate your jaws around my heavy sack and succeed the rebellion will, you punk! Cancels Cara Dune figures, Hasbro does in wake of Gina Carano firing. Goodness, skyrocket in cost, those figures will. Oh yeah, that's right, she's got 2 figures out right now, the Black Series and the Vintage Run that's designed to look like the old Kenner figures. Those are going to skyrocket in price for sure. A yikes for me, that's gonna be. You know what's really stupid about all this? Star Wars is all about the merchandise, and especially The toy sales. When George Lucas made A New Hope way back then, he cut a deal to get all the money from the merchandising instead of getting paid a lump sum from the movie itself. And you know what? It made him a billionaire. It made him a billionaire. Toy sales sustained the entire franchise through the years that they had no official movie releases in theaters. And Disney just cancels the figures of one of the most popular characters. And all the merch, too. Super duper smart of them. Always knew in trouble Star Wars was when never sold the sequel merchandise did. Yeah, I mean, when the prequel trilogy came out, even with as hated as Jar Jar Binks was, his merchandise flew off the shelves. You couldn't find the toys whenever a new movie came out, for any of the prequel movies. Sequel trilogy toys are everywhere on the clearance bins, and they don't sell. This is how we know the health of the franchise is poor, because that has never happened before. Vows to fight. Cancel culture after Mandalorian exit with new film deal. Who hired her? They did. I think it's, Ben Shapiro, yeah. He's got Gina producing and starring in her own movie now. I am glad that she's getting work, but I'll have to wait and see how this turns out. I've seen in the past when celebrities get ostracized out of Hollywood end up not doing very well in the long run. Hope we must that a chance someone will take on her and learn not to repeat the mistakes that Disney made by listening to idiots on Twitter. To be honest, celebrities should just stop posting on social media, period. It's just people are out there looking for any reason possible to turn their own words against them. Just let some intern handle the account and only post official statements and things like trailers. Maybe when corporations stop taking ACAB Emily and the LGTV HD squad as serious, franchises will stop harpooning their own ships. Plenty of money Gina could make by fighting Angry Joe in an MMA match. In the heat of battle, only there the truth can be found, Joseph. Simped for ages you have, for Carino, and now boils your blood does in confusion and passion. Meanwhile, ready to air her frustrations, Gina is, and no place better to do so than your face. Think about it, you must. Perfect this would be. Fight against a traitor of the USA, you could, and allow Gina Wilby to face one of her simps turned heartbroken critics. To fight is to live, and to live is to fight, Joseph. A battle of spirits this shall be, not fist. Defeat Xinlong you must to stand a chance, biatch!